Welcome to the Installment of the Screen Squad. Like always, I'm Vinny.
Muzzy.
And
And on this episode, we're talking about Talk to Me. I Let You In. From the guys who gave me the Ronald McDonald videos on YouTube where he's pooping and it's like trauma on YouTube. Rocka
on
Rocka.
YouTube.
That's their first debut movie, right?
This is their first movie. And I just know them from
It's
Ronald
weird.
McDonald wrestling movie, the wrestling videos that they make.
It's weird that they named it after
That are
a
gross.
Ricky Martin lyric.
She bangs.
Yep.
They
Oh
named it
yeah.
after She Bangs.
Uh-oh. That's what happened to Cisco. They're gonna own Ricky
Thong
Martin's
Song.
gonna own that too.
You own the thong song?
Yeah, because remember he says that line. No, what does he say? Oh no, he says "Living La Vida Loca"
Yeah.
in the thong song. So then Ricky Martin ended up owning like the majority of that song or something like that.
She got
Smart.
dumped like a truck.
Truck.
I was like, what?
What?
Yeah.
So now they're gonna own. Now he's gonna own this movie.
and
He's gonna-
this video.
he's-
They're gonna
he's
own
gonna-
this video.
He's gonna need to move his butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Let me in.
All night
Let me in.
long. So then see, Lionel Richie could have owned some of that song too.
all
Why?
night
Because he's
long.
all night long in thong song too. So
Oh, that's right.
the dictionary can own it because it uses words. That's
So we
bad.
all own it.
What
Yeah.
is this dictionary? I know what a shanary is. but I don't
Another
know what
reason
a
not to like
dictionary-
Ricky Martin, by the way.
Well,
Ricky Martin's cool. Leave him alone.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's all right. So talk to me. The movie everyone was like, oh, it's the scariest movie of the year. Nah, it was okay. I mean, not scary. And the characters annoyed me. Like the main character Mia annoyed me. So the whole point is kids playing
this should
kids
look like-
games.
Then she looked like a live action like April O'Neil.
So it's a kids game. These are kids. We already had a live
Then
action April. O'Neil
Nobody
at
there
one
was a
point,
kid,
remember?
bro.
In the 80s. There was in the 90s. There was already a live action April O'Neil.
There's probably like 3 of them.
No, but I'm talking about from this new
Oh,
new
that's
show.
different. Mutant Mayhem April O'Neil.
No,
maybe.
it doesn't look like her.
Nah, I'm tripping. I'm sorry.
But okay, so this movie all revolves around a game that is being played by this group of kids. This
Lad
group of
kids.
kids that it's like
Lad
a
is a-
monkey's paw kind of situation, right?
Yeah, light as
It's
a
like-
feather. Light as a feather. Think it's
Kind
board?
of. It's just it's like kids playing kids games with a severed hand, and they invite ghosts, and then the ghosts
What-
take over their body.
Man, whatever
That-
happened to
that-
regular Ouija boards?
Because
sorry, I
the
gotta
Ouija
eat-
board's not scary. That's the thing. Like they had to now create a new kind of mechanism to bring in ghosts. That's what it was. That's what this movie
Wait,
is.
Led to Reagan getting possessed.
Ronald Reagan?
The Exorcist.
Oh,
The Ouija
Reagan?
board.
And that's funny.
Wow.
We saw the trailer for the new Exorcist Believer movie,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
Looks alright.
man, Reagan got real old, and I realized it's Ellen Burstyn.
it's the mom.
Yeah. The wrong. I was like, oh, that's the wrong character.
Super
Um,
freak.
No, but okay, but
wrong kid died.
for the movie, like for this movie, Talk to Me, right? So this movie for Rocka Rocka or the Philippou brothers for their first movie, it's not a
Did
bad
you say
movie.
Philip who?
That's their name. They're Australian, I think, or New Zealand, from one of those two places.
Oh,
where's
those
Where's Hugh Jackman from?
accents. He's from fucking Australia, mate.
And that's probably where they're from.
What about Olivia Newton-John?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's
I miss
Olivia
her.
Newton-John from?
I miss her.
Rice and peace, Queen.
No, see, look, it's uncanny. It's uncanny.
I know. It's like undubbing.
It's like Talk to Me all over again. Like he's inviting the ghost in.
Oh, that's it.
Shake his
Olivia
fucking paw, mate.
Newton-John.
Shake the fucking paw. Fucking 90 seconds. Hold it. Fucking hold it for too fucking long. You fucking die.
That's just them in normal conversation. No, but yeah. So like these group of kids.
Now
they
do
play-
hopelessly devoted in that
That's
accent.
right. Now sing that song in that accent.
We don't have the rights.
No.
Uh,
Not for a few more years. It'll be public domain.
it's not that old.
Yeah. Soon. No, so these
That's
kids
the
they get
that's the
they get
jam
all
though. That's the
they all
jam.
get together. They all get together. They
Are
hold
we
the
still
hand.
talking about
They
this movie?
invite
God damn.
ghosts in. One day it gets a little out of hand because Mia hears her mom.
Porque
Right?
se
No pun
pasan esas.
intended. Out
Se
of hand.
pasan.
Right? It gets out of hand. Mia hears her mom, decides not to stop it within the 90 seconds that they're supposed to do it,
Mhm.
and
Get emotional.
everything goes out of hand. And the young kid, one of Mia's friends' brothers, her best
Uh,
friend's brother, starts like trying to kill himself because the ghost or the entity inside him it wants to really just take over.
Is it because you saw
That
the
was
movie?
graphic, kind of, right? It was kind of
Because you saw-
hardcore when the kid's like banging his head on the table.
reminded me of Hereditary.
Yeah, just a little bit more. It's a little bit bloodier, and a little bit
Mm.
like when his eye starts looking to come out, he's trying to like, and then later in the hospital,
rip
he's
it
trying
out,
to
yeah.
pull his eye out and all that stuff.
Hmm.
I used to know a guy who used to do that.
But the movie is, it.
Wasn't the
It's
eye
not
he
a
was
bad
pulling
movie.
out.
I think it's a good.
Yeah, you know his wiener.
Wow.
You never know.
Oh,
You don't
I
know.
was talking about his wallet.
I think he took his
His
wallet.
prison wallet.
Left the pink sock. Go figure.
No,
What
but
the- disgusting.
I think it's a decent movie. In my opinion, is it scary? No. Is it the best horror movie of the year? Well, there hasn't really been a lot of horror movies this year that I can say are.
I mean,
great.
compared to a lot of things I've seen, it's not. It's pretty good, actually.
It's definitely, and I'll say this: it's better than the Midsummer.
Is it?
Uh,
I didn't find that
I-
movie scary at all, and everyone was like,
I-
"Oh,
no,
it's
I
scary."
don't. It's not scary, but I like Midsummer.
Yeah, but
Is it-
I think this one's
but-
better than Midsummer.
But was it better than Evil Dead Rise?
Oh God,
Yes.
yes, 100%.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely better than Evil Dead Rise. And it's
Trashing this movie.
and it's
You're
a movie about grief,
trashing.
kind of, right? It's like because all she's doing is grieving her mom, and then it's also like selfishness and
Yeah.
Yeah, you
it's
just
like-
don't want to let go of
because
that.
it all happens because Mia is selfish and not wanting to stop the kid from continuing. It's 90 seconds just because she hears her mom. That's what kind of that's what is the catalyst for this whole thing. But I like the beginning of the movie when they're at the party and then some guy's brother is going to look for him and he finds him in one of the rooms and then the guy stabs his brother.
Spoiler alert.
And that's the very, very beginning of the movie. Literally the very beginning. That's how the movie starts.
Nice.
But yeah, no, it's.
If I had a nickel
think
for
it's
every time my
inventive.
brother
They're
tried to
talking about not
stab
making
me,
a sequel to this movie. I've already seen what happens in this movie. I don't really.
I've
need
had
to
a
see sequel.
shitload of nickels. Huh? You seen this movie already?
Well, I don't need to see a sequel, like because we've already seen like the whole point of this. The whole point of this movie. They're talking about making a sequel to this.
Oh, I'm sure it'll come out. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
They're gonna
of
try to
course. I
top
mean,
it or try to do some other. Yeah. Yeah.
Or they can make it like a comedy or like a family movie. But like
Mhm.
because she took over the monkey paws soul, I guess. Yes, I think if that's her. Sorry, spoiler. She could come back and
well, that's
the-
that's the whole thing about the game is that it invites any entity, any dead person's ghost in, right? It's whoever can come in. That's the whole point. And yes, spoilers. The whole movie ends with the main girl dying.
Bro.
I was happy about
Bro.
I was happy about that.
bro.
I was happy about that.
You really did just spoil the whole movie. Now
Well,
I don't
yeah,
want to watch
I
it.
was happy because she was annoying to me. Like for the most part of the movie, she was the catalyst that's causing all these problems.
No, I liked her character.
Like she was annoying for the most part. I was
That's
like, oh god.
but that's the point. She's supposed to be the main.
Yeah, that's how
character.
you move the story
Mhm.
forward.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I was happy when everything happened.
she
to
showed
her.
she showed growth by dying.
What growth? She's selfish the whole time to the very
Yeah.
very end.
She
How it
showed
gets
some
her to the
growth.
point of like her her ghosts her becoming Patrick Swayze's ghost in the movie, right?
See, that could be a sequel right there.
No, because he goes into the light.
And she goes straight into the dark. That's true. She is in the dark. But what I did like is when she goes like in the movie when they go and try to look for the kid who's still stuck in there. This whole time he goes to the hospital. He hasn't came back yet. He's still like in there. He's being like chewed and grabbed and all this. Like they're keeping his soul in there while the
Sounds
other soul
fun.
is out there.
Oh, so
I did like that.
that's going to be the sequel.
Sounds
No,
like a
well,
Saturday night
he
for me.
gets out at the end, right? That was the trade. That was the trade. He gets out at the end. Doesn't she save him? That was the whole thing.
Bro,
But-
you really are killing this whole movie.
That's the whole point. It's what we do.
Oh, bueno.
Yeah, no one cares.
Oh
No, I
or
don't.
may-
No,
or
I don't
does
think
it?
so. No, I don't think so because
The
they don't
movie
really
came out
show
3 weeks
anything
ago.
like that. They just show her jumping.
Well, yes, and I'll put a spoiler thing. But when she's walking at in the hospital at the very end, right? When she's walking in the hospital, she sees the family hugging, like he had woken up.
Hugging?
That he had woken up, but at that point she was already on the other side.
She had broken through.
Fuck
Yeah.
you.
To the other side.
Damn it. I was,
She saw Jim Morrison.
I was trying to set that up here. Damn it.
But yeah, I mean, it wasn't like Wayne's World 2 where he sees
Did she
the-
say
the
hello
Native
from the other
Americans.
side?
and he gets
He said,
visited by
"People are
Jim
strange
Morrison
over
to
here."
start Wayne stock.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
they're
sorry,
strangers.
spoilers.
What are you talking about? Wayne's World 2?
Wayne's World 2.
Why would you talk about Wayne's World 2?
Because he goes to the other side too, and he sees the ghost of Jim Morrison. It's like that's where they got the story for Talk to Me. Duh, obviously.
Thanks, Mike Myers.
He does a little bit of everything. See,
That's where
it's everything.
you know
No, but yeah, I think
Yeah.
for their first for the director's first movie that they made and wrote and direct, I think they did a really really good job. Because if you go back and you watch some of their YouTube videos, I'm telling you, the Rocka YouTube videos, they have fights with lightsabers at one point. There's a lot of poop with Ronald McDonald. There's incest. There's
Well,
all
usually-
kinds of stuff in there.
usually
and there's wrestling.
McDonald's does bring out good poop.
And they also created that Ronald McDonald character who was an actual wrestler.
Did they? Was that them?
And yeah, that was them. And like in Australia. Not here, in Australia. That's how I knew them. So when I heard that they made this movie, I was like, "Oh, I'm interested." And it's a movie that was made for $4 million, right?
So
And-
are you telling me that
Wow.
They really did use their budget really really well for $4 million, and this movie is grossed already. It's already grossed 61 million.
nice?
So these
They're
guys
gonna
have
make
made a
they're making
lot of
more.
money.
They're gonna make another movie.
Yeah, they're gonna
Well,
make
no,
another one.
of course, because it was originally it was one of those movies that sold at Sundance and stuff like that. They made the movie and then sold it at Sundance.
If they keep it like that, they can actually have a long career.
But what I'm saying is that they really utilized their whole budget because it doesn't look like a $4 million movie. It
Yeah,
doesn't,
unlike-
and it doesn't look like an independent movie.
I mean, there's
It
other
was-
movies
it
out
was
there
well
that like
shot.
that. There's other movies that are like considered low budget who you can tell that they used most of their budget in certain parts. So yeah, no, it's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, the special effects that they use in the movie, like when they show Mia's mom, like when the people who are visited by her, like they utilized it because they didn't really show it all on the screen. Sometimes it was blurred out, and it left more to the imagination. And that's what I think was good about what they did with I'm telling you, they really utilized their budget properly. They utilized the budget.
Yeah,
and they
movies
maximized
that
what they had.
movies that I tend to watch that have blurred out spots are movies you just can't talk about on this channel.
Yet
You
you
and
still
your
do.
Japanese porn.
You said it, not me. Okay.
Yeah, well, I know what you meant. That's what you're trying to allude to.
You gotta use your imagination.
That's what it is. Is it a man? Is it a woman? I don't know. That's the fun.
It's like
But-
Jaws. You never see the monster.
You put your
Is
hand
he
in the
sh-
sack, you might grab a wiener.
You use it to get
It's
some
that
keys.
mystery sack, right?
You use it to get some keys.
Gross.
Oh, Strays. All right, and on that note,
Yeah, but talk to me if you haven't
Yeah,
seen it.
you
I mean, it's
guys are
still in
really
theaters,
dragging
and
us on.
it's still in theaters. I think it's for the director's first for the directing the brothers' first movie, Rocco Rocca's first movie. I think it was a good movie. And I say it's a good movie because I hated the main character. Right, it made me hate the main character, not like the main character as much, and I didn't really care about the redemption arc at the point. But I liked it because I was invested in the movie. I was really invested, and I like the story. I don't know.
I
They know they're
mean,
talking about sequels, but I wouldn't know where they're gonna go with it. But
you
I
have to be
definitely think
invested.
it's worth
You
it,
have to be
worth a
invested
watch.
because you paid money to watch the movie.
Pay money?
What is this big money you speak
What is
of?
it? Well, I have
Barbie?
A-list. I don't know what that means.
What is this? Yeah, no, well, I paid for it then.
That's right.
Damn it! I've invested in this movie.
Yeah.
I
No,
need
but
a
if you
return.
haven't seen that, I would definitely check it out because Talk to Me
Yeah,
is
I recommend it.
It's
I
it's
just-
a
I-
it's a it's a good like debut movie, and the good thing is like the movie doesn't star anyone big. It's all like younger characters, the younger kids, and really works out. It works in its favor, and so I definitely recommend watching it. Is it the best horror movie? That I like? No, it's whenever people say that, I never ever agree with that. Right? People like
No.
Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah, no. Maybe more like Smile.
Yeah, its use of jump scares, its use of sound was really what made it work.
Mhm.
I enjoyed what they did, and I would like to see more of their movies later in the future. And if they keep
Yeah.
it at this budget, fully utilizing their budget, I think it's gonna do really really well.
I'll
They're
tell you
gonna do really really well.
Yeah.
So on
So-
that note, this has been Vinny.
It's Ozzy.
And
We'll see you guys next time.